Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rob from LearnBridge.nyc, and these are the results from our most recent online bridge tournament, and that was the one we started on September 1st. You're looking at my results for the tournament. Not so bad this week. Had one poor board, and it was all my fault, which is usually the case when you play in these things. You're going to make some mistakes, and you might score poorly, or you might do very well on the hands you make mistakes. So let's take a look at board number one. The main difference at all the tables was what we chose to do initially. The correct bid after East opens one club on this hand is to double. We can't bid one no trump, even though we certainly have the values to do so. We don't have a stopper in the club suit. In fact, we have shortness in the club suit. So this could have been a super big disaster if West figures out to double, because now you're going to be playing one no trump in the south doubled, probably going down two tricks for a zero. However, when you double, which is really a good way to show this hand, right? The shape is perfect for it. And you have kind of a borderline strong hand, right? But you're still within the range. So why not double, see what partner does, and then make your call afterwards? But as it turns out, the opponents are going to end up playing this hand. You're going to double. West bids one heart, your partner passes. And if they had something to do, they would have done it. So when they bid a no trump to your right, you should be happy to sit back and defend with this hand. And if you do, you'll get around an average or a little bit above. You can see I defended one no trump. I let him make two over tricks, which was pretty standard for anyone that let them play one no trump. And you get about 53%. If you bid with this south hand, you actually got very lucky because you only went down one or two, which was better than letting them make two or three no trump. But again, it's something you should not be doing with a hand like this, right? You do not have a stopper in the opponent's suit. If you had some length, I could understand it, but with shortness and no stopper, you're going to double instead of bidding one no trump. The second board was pretty standard other than the play of the hand. The auction should have been the same at every table. We open one spade. Our partner makes a game forcing two diamond bid. We show our shape by bidding two no trump. This always shows 5-3-3-2. And partner bids three spades and we raise to four. Now the play of the hand just comes down to whether you make four or you make five. If you didn't make either of those numbers, take a look at the people who did and you'll see how this hand gets played. The correct result here, the best result really, is four spades making five. You can see I did one trick worse, but still, even one trick worse is 67%. So making this contract is the most important thing. Another very straightforward auction on board three sees us playing three no trump. The play of this hand is all about how we play the club suit. So I want to show you how we do that. Look at the club suit. We have queen empty fifth, opposite ace jack third. So we're going to take a finesse, but we're not going to play the queen from the dummy. And the difference here is we do not have the 10. And I want you to try to commit this combination to memory. Whenever you see this, you have ace queen jack on different sides of the tables, you're missing the king, and no 10. The correct way to do this is to take one finesse and then cash the ace. And whenever you have honor doubleton, king small, on side, you'll bring home this entire suit. And this is the normal way to play that card combination, guys. So take a quick peek here once again. Low to the jack, and if it wins, we play the ace, and we're hoping for honor doubleton. If they don't have honor doubleton, guess what? We were never going to take that trick anyway. So we would concede that trick to them and hopefully take the rest. If we had the 10, we could play it differently. We would take more than one finesse for sure if we had the 10. But without the 10, notice, if we get to this point, if we cross back to dummy and try to take another finesse, all they have to do is cover an honor with an honor and set up either their 10 or their 9 in one of their hands. So that's the way to play it, guys. When you see this card combination, take one finesse, cash the ace, and hope for the best. Board 4 was a simple pathway to an excellent result. And the simplicity of it is, you can't bid with this hand. The opponents open one club in front of you, so there goes your bid there, right? You're not going to make a call with this hand. You can't overcall a no trump. You have odd shape and a singleton, so you're not going to do that. So you pass. And now they bid your second best suit on the left, and they raise that suit on your right. So what do you do now? You also just pass. Doubling here would not be penalty as much as you might want it to be, guys. Doubling here would be takeout. I want you to bid something. And partner would very likely be bidding spades on this auction. So we really don't have any call to make. And it's nice because they're vulnerable. So when we defend against these contracts, we beat it a couple tricks, we get a very good result, plus 200. Notice those people that showed discipline in past all got excellent results because they got to defend 2 hearts. Those of you that bid, disaster. Minuses all over the place. And you see a lot of you are in spades. And it's because I'm guessing some of you doubled with this hand at some point. Here's a double right here. And that's how you find your spade suit, guys. When you double originally, your partner's always going to think you have spades, right? And with this hand, they're going to bid aggressively. So you saw the error of your ways on that one. That's a good mistake to have. Mistakes are good when they cost you results. Board 5 was all about getting the right contract. We want to be in 4 hearts on this hand. The auction starts with us opening 1 no trump. Perfect. Our partner transfers and then bids 2 no trump. Here, you're a maximum, right? You're in the middle. You have 16, but you have a very nice 5-card diamond suit. You also have some shortness that is now useful considering that you have a heart fit. So this is a maximum. So bid 4 hearts. Those of you that bid 3 no trump, some of you did quite well, but in reality, hearts should always make more than no trump on this hand. And that's the contract we wanted to be in. And you're going to make anywhere between 4 and I believe some of you made 6, which is amazing because you actually have 2 aces out there against you and potential losers in the trump suits. So good job if you made 6. You got a little bit of help there, but you're going to make between 4 and 6 on this hand. And if you did that, notice just making 4 is 53%. So bidding and making your games is usually pretty good. Board 6 was the big one. We had lots of different auctions and different ways to play this particular hand. I want to show you how I did it and the reasons why. This is a very, very strong hand, obviously. We have 24 high card points, and our hand is actually worth even more because of the shape of it. I have a good 5-card heart suit, and I just have tricks everywhere. And I certainly want to be the one playing this contract if possible because all the leads are helpful for my hand. Diamond lead, club lead would be wonderful leading into my finesses. So the way I treated this hand was as a 25 to 27 point hand. I upgraded because of just the strength and the shape of this hand. So the way I bid it was pretty straightforward. I opened 2 clubs, my partner bid 2 diamonds, and I jumped to 3 no trump, which the robot's going to understand is 25 to 27 and balanced. And partner passed. A lot of you played 3 no trump, and some of you did very well, and a lot of you went down. I want to show you the best way to make this hand. We can see we have a very nice source of tricks in the dummy, and actually they led this suit for us. We would love to be able to get over there and take all of those tricks. And the only way we're going to be able to do that is in the spade suit. So the first things first, we want to unblock the diamond suit. So we're going to play the queen of diamonds from our hand. If we saw the jack here, we would overtake the queen with the king, and hopefully that suit would be running for us, but we didn't, so we play low. Now we go about developing an entry to the dummy. And if you look at that dummy right now, the only way, without seeing the other hands, the only way we can get there to take a trick is in the spade suit. And let's take that one step further. The only way we're going to be able to win a trick in the spade suit in the dummy is if the queen is either falling singleton and setting up that trick anyway, or if the queen is to our left in any situation. So the first thing I did after cashing my diamonds was cash a spade. And the only reason I'm doing that, guys, is to see if the queen is falling. If the queen is falling, I don't have any other problems, but it didn't. So now comes part 2. We lead a low spade. If our left-hand opponent plays low, we fully intend to play the jack and hope it wins, and then we'll run our diamonds. But here they win the queen. Now my work is done as well. Now I can always enter the dummy with that jack of spades, and I can take all 4 of those diamond tricks, and I'll make 11 tricks on this particular hand. So when you see the dummy and it looks this bad, just go through what you need to happen. And the only way, it should be clear to you, the only way you're ever getting to dummy is if that jack of spades is going to be a trick. So that's what you have to assume is happening. So you play accordingly. Board 7, we should have been in 3 spades. Some of you got to 4 and actually did pretty well because of that. The auction we had at our table is I opened 1 heart. My partner bid 1 spade. when I jump to 4 spades in the spot, I need to have about 19 plus points, and I'm not quite there. It's a very good hand, obviously, and I'm very close to just bidding 4. I almost did. It's because I have such a nice heart suit and I have shortness, so I can upgrade my hand. But I chose to go low and bid 3 spades, which is what most of you did. Most of us played 3 spades. A few people were in game. And we get to play a normal contract, and just by making 4 at the 3 level, we can get a very good result, even by not being in game. The way we play spades is the way we always will with these card combinations. We have king fourth opposite jack 10 fourth. We're going to play the jack from our hand, and we're going to finesse for the queen if possible. They jump up with the ace, so that solved that problem for us, at least in the interim. We would probably attempt to get back to our hand and finesse later on, but as it turns out, the robots end up helping you take the most number of tricks on this hand if you just start this way. The final result here was a defensive mistake on my part. This is a contract where they're just going to be in 3 diamonds. They open 1 no trump on your left. They bid 3 clubs with the east cards, which if you hover over it shows that that's their minor suit transfer to diamonds. So West bids 3 diamonds and we just pass it out. We're not going to enter this auction, especially knowing that our left-hand opponent has a strong no trump opener. So we're just going to sit back and defend. If you defend correctly, you should get this 2 tricks because partner makes a good lead. They lead their doubleton club. And we can beat this simply by returning a club. And the reason is, if we return a club, we get to void our partner of that suit. And now when they win their diamond trick, they can get to us with our spades, and we can create their club ruff. If you did that, you did well. If you were dumb like me and cashed a couple of spades, you only beat it 1 trick for a bad result. And notice sometimes you're not going to be playing the hand, and the way you defend it will be the difference between a good result and a bad one. Those of you that defended it like normal people, not like the dummy like that I was, got 67.7%. So good job on that board, guys. Well, thanks a lot for playing this week. And again, this will continue, and we're going to starting next week, not this coming tournament on the 8th, but on the 15th, we're going to start a monthly contest, and it's going to be based on your result each week in the tournament. And at the end of the monthly contest, we're going to give away a free online lesson from yours truly. It's extra something to shoot for, and it's all about consistency. So just because you do great one week doesn't mean you'll win. You want to be consistently up in that top 10 to be able to take home this prize. So good luck to all of you on that, and I'll update you when we start keeping score in that respect. And if you want to sign up for this tournament, don't forget the link is right in the YouTube video, but also it's right on the LearnBridge.nyc website under the Tournaments tab. I'll see you all for the tournament next week, and have a great week at the tables, guys. Take care.